This a date. You asked me on this date. I drove. And now I gotta pay for my own snacks. When I didn't even want to be here. Like, you interrupted my nap. What's up guys, it's Naya, not Naiva. If you're new, welcome. If you're old, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, this will be a story time about my worst date. You know, in my 20 years of living, I've been on my fair share of dates, and this one still by far has took the cake of being the worst one. So without further ado, I'm gonna get straight into it. Yeah, so y'all gotta bear with me because this story happened in 2020, so we're gonna give him the nickname Jackson. So me and Jackson work together. Now this is the first red flag for me because I don't do work relationships. Like, never did. Safe to say, probably never will. My grandmother always told me, you don't do no relationships with somebody you work with. Like, when I was in high school, I barely didn't like talk to people I went to school with. So when I come to work, I don't want to have to deal with no thinking about no relationship. I want to do my job and get gone. I ain't trying to be in no relationship. But whatever. So anyway, this story happened in 2020. This is right after I graduated high school. So I graduated high school, got me a little job, and this one I just got my car. So I had my license for 2 years. I got my license my junior year. I didn't get my car till my senior year, so I didn't really start driving till my senior year, like after I graduated, because I got my car after I graduated. Anyway, so I met Jackson at work. We both were new hires at my job at the time. So of course, since we got hired on together, we trained together. It was a big group of people. We trained together and everything, and that's just what it was. So literally, I think maybe like the second day of work, I didn't, like, I'm not checking for nobody. I'm not thinking nobody checking for me. Like, I'm at work, I don't look my best. We got on face masks. This is 2020, so this is in the heart of Corona. So like, you don't know what I look like, I don't know what you look like, I don't care what you look like, and that's just what it is. Anyway, so we get off work and I'm going to my car, and at the time Jackson don't have a car, but I'm going to my car and I see him running out. So I'm like, hey, and I'm like, what's up? He like, can I get your number? And I'm like, sure. So my friend at the time worked with me, and we was laughing. We was like, what the heck? Like, he was like, all right, you better text me back too, don't be bullshitting. I'm like, we both, I'm like, what the heck? Like, okay. I mean, I did not like him, but I respect the confidence and the boldness, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you gotta somebody coming at you that, you know, confident, bold, strong, you ain't got no choice but to respect it. Anyway, time passed. I feel like I don't remember the timeline or whatever, but of course I'll have to be cordial with the boy. I mean, we work together. I don't want to create no bad blood, especially when it don't have to be. So anyways, fast forward to the day. I don't remember everything in the middle. In between is a blur. So I remember him saying like, yeah, like talking about a date, like, yeah, I want to take you out or whatever. You ever been to the drive-in movies? At the time, no, I haven't. We set up a date to go to the drive-in movies, right? Now, keep in mind, Jackson does not drive. So if he can't drive and I can drive, what y'all think? What y'all think? Exactly. So I remember vividly. We just gonna say, oh, I remember the day because it's payday. We both got paid because we both work at the same job. It was a Thursday. I happened to be off, I believe. Yeah, I was off. So anyway, it was a Thursday, and I remember I was asleep. If you know me, you know I am a napper. Like, I love to sleep. I take naps often. I take naps before I go out. If you interrupt my nap, like, I need my nap to power up for whatever it may be. If I don't get on a nap, I'm grumpy. I'm just not, the quality of me is non-existent. So I remember I was asleep, like good sleep, and I remember getting like ding ding ding, phone blowing up, and he like, yeah, like, you know, the date, da, da, da. So I don't know what time we said, but just for the sake of the story, we're gonna say like we would set up to go at 8, right? Now keep in mind, this is Thursday. We both got paid on Thursday because we both work at the same job. Now, I did not want to go on an exam date. I didn't feel like it, and I did not feel like driving. And he lives in fucking Shaker. I hate driving in Shaker. To this day, I don't like driving in Shaker. And I was a new driver, and my last experience I had driving in Shaker, I was in my friend's car, and I rode over the sidewalk. So it's just confusing. Like, if you're from Cleveland, you know Shaker streets is just confusing for no damn reason. And this boy lives in Shaker, and I don't like him, and I'm driving to pick him up for this date. Anyway, I'll get ready, you know, and I go pick him up, and these movies, it's like in a rural area, it's country, a whole bunch of windy roads. So we stopped by the gas station to get some snacks to go see the movie. So anyway, I think we had a Speedway, and I get my little snacks. I maybe get like some chips to Arizona, some fruit snacks. I think that's might have been all I had. He get his little snacks or whatever, and he go up to the register. He buy his shit, and I you know, I keep shit pee. I'm not about to ask no boy. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not asking nobody to do nothing. It's just gonna be a mental note, like, especially the first date. Like, I'm watching you, you know what I'm saying? So if you do something I don't like, I'm not telling you. I'm just gonna peep game and be like, check, yeah, you ain't for me. So anyway, so he go up to the register, buy his stuff, and step off to the side. So I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, like, what the fuck? So I drove. This a date. You asked me on this date. I drove, and now I gotta pay for my own snacks when I didn't even want to be here. Like, you interrupted my nap. And don't get me wrong, I'm not one of them girls that feel like the boys should pay for everything. You know, if we're locked in, I'll definitely do my part, pay for some dates or whatever. But again, emphasis on the if we're locked in. And for the first date, no. Like, I'm expecting you to really drive, pay, do the whole 9, because I did not ask to be in this space with you at this time. So if you're asking me to be in this space, then I feel like you should ice. And if I'm wrong for that, then sue me. Anyway, I don't say nothing. So I buy my snacks or whatever, and go back in the car, and I got my GPS, and we go head to the drive-in movies. Now, Jackson did in fact buy the tickets. He bought the tickets, and that was it. So I park or whatever, and the movie that was playing, I believe, was Iron Man. So yeah. So keep in mind, I gotta say, like, if y'all can't tell from his whole approach, Jackson's real bold, and he talk, and, you know, got a lot of personality, which is good, because, you know, I have a lot of personality. But I don't know, like, even though it just didn't, it didn't click, it didn't mesh to me. It didn't mesh. So anyway, we're at the movies or whatever, and we're talking, I'm asking him some questions, and he had this lime chapstick that he kept reapplying, and it stunk. Like, it stunk. It fucking stunk. And I know, like, this might seem like a petty minor detail, but quite frankly, this lime chapstick was pissing me off. Like, we in this closed space and you keep just yeah, and keep reapplying this chapstick. Like, do you think you about to get a kiss or something? Because you're not. And the chapstick fucking stinks. But anyway, so yeah, I'm asking him questions or whatever, you know, trying to get to know him or whatever. And I don't remember what question I think I'm gonna ask him, like, when, I don't remember, but I'm guessing I asked him like, when's the last time you cried or whatever. I believe that's what I asked him, like, when's the last time you cried? So he proceeds to go into detail. Now I respect Jackson's honesty, but for it to be like our first encounter, date, if you will, together, he's telling me like basically he was crying over his ex and going into like details about his ex, and like he just kept going on and on about his ex, and basically how he was crying over his ex. And then he was started talking to her friend, and it like all this like stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I respect the honesty, but I don't think that's something that you should be telling somebody on a date. And then to get so wrapped up in your story, like, yeah. Anyway, so I'm like, oh, okay, you know, okay, that's cool. Yeah. So yeah, he I think he applying this lime chapstick that I was telling you about. And he's talking to me, I think he's talking about my lips, and he's like, oh, you know, are you a good kisser? And I'm just like at him like, and he keep applying this lime chapstick that fucking stinks. Like, sir, I really hope you don't think that you're getting a kiss, because you're not. I'm a little bit annoyed. So at this point, the movie's over. The Iron Man movie's over. It is now 2 in the morning. I'm tired, and tired Anaya equals irritable Anaya. And it's dark. Remember, I told you we're in a rural area. It's a whole bunch of country, windy roads, and it's pitch black, no street lights. And you gotta keep in mind, this is 2020 and I'm a new driver. This is probably the furthest I've ever drove at this time. So he over here, I'm tired and I'm like irritated. Like, I had to pay for my own food. I'm using gas to go on this date. You're annoying. You're using this lime chapstick. I'm ready to get the fuck home. We head out, and my windows is frosty as hell, like foggy, not frosty, but foggy as hell, because it was summertime. And I'm trying to get the fog, like I'm blowing the air trying to get the fog. My windows is still foggy and it's dark, and he keep chapping and yapping. So I got Waze. So if y'all don't know what Waze is a like Google Maps. It give you directions basically. So I got it. I have Waze like on my dashboard with my phone, right? And I'm playing music, you know, like, you know how you drive, playing music, you looking at your directions on your phone. So this man Jackson keep in the passenger seat. It's 2 in the morning in the passenger seat. Yeah, like you play music the whole way here. You let me play music. Let me play some music. Sir, you know what I'm saying? And I can't really go off on him like I would go off on somebody else, because we work together and I don't want it to be no bad blood. I don't want it to be no tension. This is why I don't go out with people and have relationships with people or anything of the sort with people that I work with. I always like to keep it separate for stuff like this here. So he nagging my head off and like reaching over so he can play some music. Like, boy, be a good fucking passenger princess. Sit back, enjoy the ride till I take you home. But no, you know, my windows, they're foggy. I'm in this dark road. I got this annoying boy. He playing his music, so I let him play some music so he can shut the fuck up. And we're on our way. So I'm driving, and I'm gonna insert a picture if I can find one. But you know, like those bridges where it's like a bridge and it's incoming, like opposing traffic on opposite sides. It's 2 a.m. nobody's on the road. It's a dark rural road. I fucking turn on the opposing lane. So if a car was coming, which it was no cars in the street, but if I came on the side where cars were coming this way, supposed to come this way, like bridge like this. So it's cars coming and it's like that. So I was trying to go this way, so I should have been going on this side. But instead, I went on the other lane where if a car would have came, it would have been a head-on-head collision, and it would have been my fault. God take care of babies and fools, because I told you I'm a new driver. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Anyway, and I don't know where I'm at. I don't know my way around nowhere, especially from where we was leaving from driving movies. So when I'm driving, my phone fly to the fucking back of the car. Like, I had the most rinky-dink phone mount. It flew to the back of the car. So I'm like, hey Jackson, like, can you get that? Because like, I'm on the highway now. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know which exit to take. I'm like, hey Jackson, like, can you get that? This boy acting deaf, dumb, and freaking stupid. He's like, oh. I'm like, dude, like, just go back there and get my phone. I need to know where we're going. So he acted stupid. I'm like, oh my god, like, I am so ready to take this boy home. I drive off and exit somewhere, get my phone, mount it back up. You know what this boy got the nerves to say? He still got the nerves to be hooting and hollering about some damn music. Like, so at this point, I'm really over it. I'm sleepy. This ain't no damn date. This is, if anything, it was a big ass inconvenience. And I'm ready to go. I get the phone. Yeah, I get the phone, right? I get the phone and prop it back up or whatever. I let him go ahead and play his music so he can shut up. And then I remember we got into like an argument because he kept trying to, like, I'm listening to the GPS trying to tell me where to go to get to his house or whatever. Like, no, you could take this way. And I'm like, dude, like, just shut up. At this point, just shut up. Just let me drive and shut up. Like, I don't need no directions. I don't want your help. You couldn't even help me go back and get the damn phone. Like, you're just annoying at this point. Anyway, so yeah, he get home or whatever. When he get home, I drop him off at home. Then he texts me like, I had a good time last night, and I'm like, thanks, you know, I did too. No, I didn't. But again, I'm trying to remain cordial. It ain't gotta be no bad blood. I just know personally in my heart of hearts that I'm never going out with you again. So we work together. All of a sudden I hear people coming to me like, Anaya, you went on a date with Jackson? You went on a date with Jackson? I'm like, wait, who told y'all something? Like, no, what? I'm like, date? It wasn't no date. Like, I did not consider that a date. To me, that was considered an outing. An outing to me is when y'all both go somewhere, y'all both pay for y'all own stuff, and y'all just happen to be with each other, and it's an outing. A date, like I explained earlier, in my world, is they plan it, they drive, and they pay. That's my idea of a date. Now, he couldn't drive, and that's cool. So that means you plan it, which he did, and you pay. You pay. You didn't pay. So it's considered an outing. So you over here telling everybody at the doggone grocery store we work at that we didn't went on a date. Like, I went on a date with another, like, boy, have some cool. But why are you telling everybody that we went on a date? So I'm like, no, we didn't go on a date. It was an outing or whatever. So he called himself trying to check me to that wasn't no date. That wasn't no date. I'm like, no, that wasn't no date. That was an outing. He like, how was that not a date? I paid for the movie ticket. But did you drive? Did you pay for my snacks? We both got paid on the same day. So I'm telling him everything that I just said to y'all prior. So he like, well, I had to buy some weed, da da da. Like, I didn't have to be here with you. Don't ask me out if, and it's not like we both work at the same job. We both got paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just like, whatever, you know. I'm just telling you my truth. I did not consider that a date. I didn't consider it a date. So he tried to be all hyped up about, but it was what it was. It is what it is. And yeah. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you want to hear more story times, make sure you leave a comment. Comment a rainbow. Comment a rainbow if you want to hear more story times from me. But yeah, thank you guys for all the love that y'all been showing recently. Make sure y'all tap into my most recent video. Keep liking, keep commenting, keep subscribing. Make sure y'all follow my Instagram. All those links, it will be in the description box. Instagram, TikTok, all that good jazz. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.